Hi, everybody. Welcome to our 2024 winter concert. I have 44 budding musicians on stage that are very nervous. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, I promise. They're convinced it's not going to be okay. We've been listening to them play all weekend. I know it's going to be okay. So these sixth graders started playing their instruments last year, and a couple of them at the beginning of sixth grade decided that they were going to try something new. Wave tubas, high tubas, wave. And a couple other people shifted around, but the majority of these people have been playing for 12 to 14 months. So, just as always, those of you that have been through this with me before, we've been working on very easy music, songs they know, little kiddie songs. Why do we play little kiddie songs? It's because you know how they go, so that when you go home and practice them, because they all go home and practice, when they practice them at home, they don't need any help. It's like, oh, I know this one, I can play. So the first piece we're going to play for you is called Hot Cross Buns. But also it doesn't sound like we're stepping on any home pets or other kind of wildlife. So it's really easy music, but we spend all of our time trying to make it sound palatable. So the next piece we're going to play for you, is the first piece that they encountered where they had to do, two different groups had to do two different things at the same time. So the way did you guys switch? Did you guys switch? Switch. Sorry. New guys. The first time that they're doing two different things at the same time. So we're going to play you the first group's part, then we're going to play you the second group's part, and then we're going to put it together. B part. next shift. The next piece, this is the first time that we're playing just with our instrument families. So there are 3 instrument families. What are the 3 instrument families? What's the first one? Go ahead, Eli. The brass. Everybody wave if you're a brass player. What's the next one? Cam. It's woodwinds. Wave if you're woodwinds. And the people in the back hit things. They are what? What do you call yourselves? Not drummers. Percussionists. Everybody percussionists wave. That's the one where you put your hand up and go like this. Okay. They drop stuff, so it'll be in there. This is an opportunity for you to meet our sections. We hope. You good? Good. Who goes first? Good. One. Okay, 2 more. 2 full band pieces. Everybody's playing the same notes. One is not holiday themed, the last one is holiday themed. First one's called Lightly Row. I think you know the last one. How about before we get off stage, one more round of applause for these wonderful students. Are you less nervous now? Good, okay. That means they're going to pay attention. You guys turn to go find it. Don't play loud. Play with the great sound. Big breath. One. We made it. First performance is done. Okay, before, are you guys ready? You guys can stay. One last thing to the parents of the 6th graders, to the parents of all of the students, but primarily the 6th graders. The more you let them make the sounds that they're making now at their house, the quicker it won't sound that way. So, it's cold out. Don't make them play outside. Don't make them go out of the shed. You can go. They have time. If they can't practice at home, there's time for them to practice at school. But just the more they make these sounds now, the quicker they go. This is the scariest part. It involves walking, so I have my fingers crossed. 7th and 8th grade band will be out in a second. That took a minute. They were watching the concert in the band room and the YouTube stream, and they were buffering, so they were still in the middle of Jingle Bells when I showed up. They were very confused about how I was on the TV and in the band room at the same time. Okay, 7th and 8th grade with a couple of friends from high school. They're doing a little mentoring program. We're supplementing to make sure that we've got all the parts covered. So, 3 very wonderful for you. The first one is kind of dark and scary. And the second one is actually an old Roger Miller tune. One of the students said, "That sounds like the music my dad plays." And that was the first time I felt old as a band director. So it's called King of the Road. You probably remember that. And then the last one is a Christmas tune. 7th and 8th grade band. spending so much time with the younger guys getting a big full developed sound, and it pays off very quickly, as you can tell with the 7th and 8th grade. High school band will be on in a moment. Yeah, see you in a second. 50-50 make sale. There's still time. Mr. Walsh is out there with the 50-50. So he's currently up selling peanuts in the underneath.
Raise your hand, I'll get to you.
second movie. Are you all set? Smile, you too. First piece we have for you is a march, thematic march, March Phantasma. Fast and loud, that's what we do best. Hope you enjoy it. Tell you that 9:01 to 9:45 is the best 44 minutes of my day. I'm not lying. It is fun to do that every day. The next piece on the program is the piece we performed for our Veterans Day program last month. So we're going to do all the branches of the military except for Space Force. Sorry if you have a member or family member in Space Force. We'll get to it eventually. If your branch or a member branch or someone in your family that served, if you hear their song, if you'd like to stand and be recognized, then we'll recognize you as an audience. But this is the Armed Forces Salute. anybody was guessing, the Navy wins loudest cheer tonight. And you've never been as scared as I was when I looked at the paper and I'm thinking to myself, which branch of the service is a caisson? Because I should write it down and and if I had said Marines for the Army, I don't think I would have ever looked it down. Okay. Now for something completely different. Let's turn to the holiday season ahead. The first piece we're going to play for you in this trio is a beautiful setting of silent. We get an opportunity to stretch out, play some long, lyrical, lovely, hopefully in tune and together silent night. Tonight is my 14th winter concert at Blue Ridge High School. Before I came to Blue Ridge, I tell the students, I had a life before here, I promise. I taught for 6 years in Montgomery County, Maryland, just outside of Washington, D.C., and met a lot of and worked with a lot of wonderful teachers, nationally recognized composers and arrangers, and people who became lifelong friends. And so today, Miss Terry Alvey, who is actually one of the guest conductors at a festival that's happening in Marywood tomorrow that a bunch of our students are participating in, she stopped by and listened to the group, worked with the group. This next piece is actually written by a friend of ours who we used to teach with. So I thought it would be appropriate for her. She's been coming to Blue Ridge almost as long as I've been here as a guest working with our students. She's seen the program change for so many years. So I would like to bring out to the stage Miss Terry Alvin. We're going to take a break.
So you can't take this microphone from me now. How good are these folks? You know, I did come here, maybe your first year here.
Yes.
We looked a lot younger than, well, I did. Picture baby. I have to tell you, and I've been here over the years to come and do work with the kids and come to brainstorm, visit. when he left us at Walworth High School, which is, we have 2,200 kids at the school. We have 5 bands that met every day, a huge music program. When he left, we were very sad. And we were happy because, I'm not trying to embarrass him, but he met the love of his life, Maria. I don't know if you know Maria. And he decided to come home and landed this job. And what I often say in my mind is how Blue Ridge hit the jackpot. You hit the jackpot. Vince is a doer. I think of his first year or his second year, I came and there were 12 kids on the stage. 12. No other 2 bands, just 12 kids. Right? And now you have the 6th grade band. Bravo to you for your first concert. It was so good. So good. 7th grade band. Everything really beautiful. I hope that you can see the growth from Jingle Bells, played beautifully, to Roger Miller's King of the Road, to this outstanding group here. It takes a doer, and it takes commitment, and it takes a lot of stick-to-itiveness from your children. We had the luxury, and I actually found out today that I think the 6th grade band, and the 7th grade band, usually he doesn't see them every day, but during concert week, he got to see them every day. And I know scheduling things are issues, because we all have them. But imagine what that would sound like if he saw them every day. Do you see these guys every day?
Absolutely.
Yeah. A testament to the hard work and the commitment, but boy, I just can't imagine all the groups sounding like this would be really awesome. Vince, the second year he was here, I was like, what do you do? I think I came here on the second year, and he said, walk with me, and he's walking quite fast. He had to go to the bookstore, and because he was running the bookstore, I wrote a note of the things that he did that day. The school store. There was a bookstore back in, 07 when I was in school, but the bookstore, he had to go stock things in the school store. The vending machine, right. He's been a class sponsor, I bet, for every class in the school. Okay? He's taken senior trips. He take the seniors on trips, like all the things. So far, none of those have anything to do with music or the job that he was hired to do. And I think you run the sound for everything that happens. And graduation, that was the last one I heard. He cooks in the park you don't cook them? Well, I know that, I think I see you, or when I see you at the beach, you're eating one, right? You have a doer. You've hit the jackpot in so many ways to have this guy here. He is teaching these kids discipline, a love of a craft, a foreign language. How many of us can read this? It's not easy what they do. I remember teaching in a middle school, and some kid was making some fun of some other kids. Oh, that's easy. That's just fun. You're not working hard. And of course, Vince and I are sort of similar. I said, come here. I took this kid from the hall and gave him this kid's viola. I said, here, play us something on that. And oh. So it really is what you do. Not everybody does this. Not everybody has this talent. Keep doing it. It will take you far. Also, I believe that musicians are the smartest kids in the school. And I'm going to stick with that. Right? You agree? Just say yes. So when your parents listen, you're like, I'm a musician. I'm smart. Don't talk to me like that. Yeah, so it's sort of like being an athlete. There's a repetition and there's a commitment to being this good. And if they don't play every day or they don't practice, then you're going to hear that. So congratulations to you for supporting them. Congratulations to you for building a really amazing program. And for all of you for sticking with it. Is he nice to you? That's what I want to know. Is he nice to you? He loves you, I know that. No, he really loves you.
if it wasn't a place that I thought we could continue to have growth and success. That being said, we have one last piece for you, and it's a piece for band with a narrator. And normally when I have a narrator, I go right to Mr. Nevzadowski's office because that is a man who has never passed up an opportunity to talk into a microphone in public. So, when I went to him, I waited longer than I normally do because I figured the answer would be yes. And I went into his office and he said, "What night is your concert?" I said, "It's the 5th. He said, "I'm leaving for Vermont to go skiing. I will not be there." And I said, "And to see his daughter." So I said, "Okay, who else do I know in our community who loves a microphone, who loves public attention, and who is a big supporter," and I mean this part very sincerely, he's a huge supporter of our music program. And that person that immediately came to mind was Wes Parks. So I'm going to ask Coach Parks to come on down and make his Blue Ridge High School band debut as the narrator. For those of you that have been coming for years and years, you've been hearing different parts of the story of Santa the Barbarian, and this for the freshman class, they got to play all of the parts, and then the last one came in, and it was printed last year, and we just missed it, and they said, "Hey, could we do the last Santa the Barbarian?" So this is the final piece, the final saga of Santa the Barbarian. So Coach didn't know that he was going to be on stage. He thought he was doing this like off stage. So I said, "Here, I got your uniform. There you go." We practiced this one time. He's a pro. He's a pro's pro. He knows his way around the microphone, ladies and gentlemen. So we practiced this once, and it went really well. So this is Santa the Barbarian, Snow Apocalypse. This is not Santa the Barbarian, Snow Apocalypse. This is the 50-50. Grab your tickets. I'm gonna. Oh, it's mine. No, just kidding. I've got one. I didn't like it. That we know. 9, 8. Guys, seriously. There's money on the line. Don't bother the old people. There are Christmas presents hanging in the balance. 9, 8 is the first two. 1, 3, 6, 7. 9, 8, 1, 3, 6, 7. Must be present to win. Hey, congratulations! How much was it? 141, congratulations. Okay, now, Santa the Barbarian, Snowball.
Winner of the 20th plan, what a blizzards and storms were his to command.
for being here. We will see